the airport to the house, to the mansion. So I'm just like, she's thinking I'm gonna do ride share, but I did a black car. And she's like, black car, isn't there anything, more economical? And I was like, that invoice, I was like, wait a minute, why is it $100 for Uber? And I told her the story of why I don't do like Ubers and Lyfts, and she understood that, and she didn't judge me for it. She gave me probably a side eye in the separate chat, the separate chat thread we had. But now she understands why. So fast forward. So we walk into the mansion just laughing and kikiing and ha-ha. And at the end of the retreat, they thought that we knew each other like for years. And I'm like, no, we just met each other like a couple days ago. So that connection really, truly blossomed. So fast forward to my story. So the event that I had in July, I asked Alicia to introduce me. I'm trying to this is my first event that I put together, and being in the mastermind, Candace definitely helped me put that together, and it was a sold out event. I'm so excited, and it's just where I just explain what a calligrapher does and things of that nature. I had a fireside chat. Y'all, I also work a corporate job. I'm an executive assistant at Meta. So I had
she breezed back there.
Listen, she be breezing past clients. Listen, she works at Facebook, Meta. Who's your boss?
I work at Meta.
My manager is Judy Tolan. She's the vice president of global audience marketing and also the head of the Chicago office.
Right.
Yeah, dang.
Black woman.
And this is a sign to some of y'all that you can do both. You should be doing both. I had a prophetic word for people who actually are supposed to be in corporate, so it's going to have to come out real quick. There's a lot of y'all who have been feeling tension with like wanting to come off your corporate job. God says no. Now, there's some of y'all who God is calling you off of your corporate job, but He's going to give you what you need to do. You've been looking to other people for answers, and He already told you what to do. Some of y'all need to keep these corporate jobs so that you can fund your businesses. Some of y'all need to stay in these corporations so that you can make decisions at a higher level. Because as you elevate, how do you think that other women like us are going to get in and do contracts with these companies? We got to have people in the boardroom. And you can't be trying to ditch the boardroom because you want to have a cushy life that you think is going to come with being a full-time entrepreneur. I'm here to tell you that it is ghetto. I don't got no red bottoms. Listen, I could have bought some. My red bottoms went towards the conference. I either choose to pay myself more or I choose to reinvest more back into my business. So I'm saying that to say, I wish I knew when I had that corporate job with that check coming in twice a month, I wish I would have spent that money on my own business. I miss that check. Okay, so some of y'all, God is going to tell you to stay at your job, and He's going to give you grace to do both. And then some of y'all, God is going to have you quit your job. There's a lot of y'all, God been told you to quit your job. You've been delaying. You've been like, how am I going to make this make sense? How is it going to work out? I'm trying to do my calculations, and you in nerd mode trying to figure out your receipts and your budget. God is like, all right, now if I told you to do it, why don't you just do what I said? All right, continue. What was the question about? Story.
Right. My point is collaboration. So she flew from Atlanta to my event, and she introduced me, and she had me. I'm not gonna cry. I am not doing that. But she had me in tears that day. I was just like, oh my God. Because first of all, everybody had the cameras out. They were so excited, and seeing the support of everybody in the room really overwhelmed me. And her intro was like spot on. I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe you did that for me. So I was really grateful that she hopped on a plane for little old me and my event. So I'm grateful and thank you once again.
Okay, so Kristen doesn't know, is skipping over what she offered to me. So I will say this. So I also have a foundation called the Motherhood Foundation, and we speak to women who are unmarried without children. Because I was diagnosed as perimenopausal with pre-ovarian failure at the age of 34. So I was told I could not have children, and that was my lifelong dream. So when I told my story, oh my God, did this to us. When I told my story, Kristen comes up to me afterwards and she said, I will carry a baby for